guys, I just squished my entire foot. That hurts so bad.
It's wrong. Guys, I just squished my.
Hey guys, we're reading Anonymous Confessions.
It's not confessions. You're on the wrong page.
I thought it was confessions.
No, it's embarrassing
No,
moments.
silly. It's embarrassing
Oh.
moments or like stories.
What's up, guys? It's Cara.
Cara's
what's
come down
up,
with a little
guys?
bit of a cold.
Cara.
Guys,
And
it's
these
Ainsley.
are my American friends.
Ooh yeah. I said I was
Ooh,
trying to
yeah.
say and then I said ooh, so I said ooh yeah.
Oh, ate that. Okay, guys, we gotta introduce
Found it.
ourselves.
I'm
Facts.
Cara.
So, Pompo.
I'm Gwyneth. My YouTube channel is Gwyneth Nablisky. Ooh.
I'll put
I'm
your
Sophia.
YouTube in the description box below.
I'm Ainsley and my
Oh my god, people are actually gonna think I'm like a
Hey,
cosplayer.
Sophia, you're talking over Ainsley. No one could hear what your YouTube channel was.
The disrespect.
My name is Ainsley and my YouTube channel is Gilmore Girls, which I share with my sister.
Yup. Woo. Today we're reading
Round of
embarrassing
applause.
stories. Bam.
We're
I'm scared
Should I kick us off with the first one?
start us
Yes.
off, Cara.
Yes. Okay. One time I was 6 and I thought there was chocolate on my leg because I just ate a chocolate chip cookie, and it turns out I pooped my pants.
Bro, when my big brother was 2, he had a cat and it pooped, but it was like during Easter time, so he thought it was a chocolate egg and he picked it up and ate it.
Wait, did they not eat it? They
Just
did
do the
eat
second.
it.
I don't know. It just said one time I was 6 and I thought there was chocolate on my leg because I just ate a chocolate chip cookie, and it turns out I pooped my pants. So they didn't eat it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they didn't eat it. Okay,
And there
we're
was
good.
6. I mean, like, actually 6 is
I feel like
not
you
that
still
young.
have some common sense at 6.
Yeah. Okay. Why is your chocolate smelling like that?
Screenshot was
Don't
one
us the
response.
train.
Okay, today I went to. Oh, this is now present
Today.
tense. Okay.
Ooh.
Today I went to Olive Garden with my best friend and her whole entire family for her grandma's birthday, and the waiter asked me what type of noodles I wanted for my butter noodles, and I just said sure.
That's not really embarrassing.
It's
I mean,
kind of
I mean,
embarrassing.
It
Like,
ask what type of noodle you want, and you say sure. But it's kind of like when the teacher like you're talking to the teacher and you say like, okay, dad.
Oh my god, I caught myself saying that like this year. My teacher like helped me out with like something I was stuck on, and I was like, okay, thanks, mom, miss. I dropped a plate in front of a whole buffet in front of a bunch of people in Mexico, and all the people in the buffet decided to stop eating and make stare at me.
That's terrible.
And they all just stopped what they were doing and looked at her. I feel like that's a lot like when you walk into your class late.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then
when you walk into a room and everyone's already in there and they all turn their heads.
I'm just watching Sophia right now.
She looks like she's about to tell a spooky story.
I look back like I'm about to tell a spooky story.
But I'm
But I'm
not.
not.
I'm actually going to say
Today,
something
we're
really
talking
meaningful. One time in first grade, I was singing in my head, and then I spaced out, and I was singing out loud in class. And when I stopped being spaced out, everyone was staring at me.
The way the second one has a skull emoji, and then the last one has a skull emoji, and then the third one is talking about people stopping and staring, and then the fourth one is people talking about stopping and staring. No?
What?
What?
Okay, I got my iPad right here, right? Like full on iPad kid moment. They both have skulls right at the end.
Yeah.
And then the third one is talking about stopping and staring, and this one's stopping and staring. I'm just saying like the correlation between people that I don't even know.
Right.
The sequence.
Oh, could have been the same person.
See what I did there?
Said it, Cara. What? I didn't hear what you said.
Never mind.
See what I did there? No one. So.
See what I did there?
Okay, Gwen, go next.
When I was shaving my legs in the shower, and I ended up falling, cutting my knee open, and putting my a hole in the side of my bathtub, all like 30 minutes before leaving for my vacation. It was embarrassing because we were trying to sell our house, and the family we were going with had to hear me getting yelled at as if it was if I fell on purpose. The amount of times I've cut my legs open,
Yeah.
bro, I cut out a chunk of my ankle.
Me
Yeah, and there's a
No.
scar.
One
There's a scar.
time I was on call with Gwen. I was in the shower. My camera was off. My phone was on the counter. Don't freak out. I was shaving and I shaved my leg so fastly that like my fingernail got caught on the razor, and when I went to shave, like the razor pulled my fingernail.
Once I grabbed my razor and then it fell, like it slipped and it fell. I tried to like grab it and I grabbed it by the blade and I had like
That happened to me once. Like, okay, well, actually not. It was like I grabbed the razor, and this was like my first time using it. And I grabbed the razor, like the handle, and I had like a hair stuck in there, so I was trying to get it out, and I wasn't using my nail. I used my finger, so I just had to list through like the 5 slices on my finger.
Damn.
Terrible.
I hate thinking about this moment. Ugh. But anyway,
Oh,
so it was my first ever job interview, and I was super sick that day, but I didn't want to look to like move the interview to another day. So I went. I meet with the boss and I can literally feel my throat itching. So
I
I try
hate
not to
that.
make it obvious and cough a little, but then
I just
But then-
regret it.
booger came out of my nose. My boss literally looked at me and said, "Do you want a tissue?" Like, yes, give me the dang tissue. But I then continued to work there for 3 whole months. I now barely go to that store. I'm like never going to get over this.
I loved. See, on the thing, this person like cussed a lot, and Ainsley just censoring it out made me laugh too.
Wait, did they?
Okay, Cara, you can.
Yay. Okay. When I was 7, my school had these bar things, and I was trying to be cool and like kick up on them backwards. And my crush was standing watching me. And when I kicked, I let out the loudest fart ever. That people playing football looked around to see what happened.
That's terrible.
Oh my gosh, I have another embarrassing first day of school story that relates to that.
Yes, let's hear it.
Okay, when I was in 6th grade, my first day of school, first day at public school, had no friends. I was so scared, okay? I'm in science class. We were having like silent notebook time, right? And then I farted so loud. It like echoed throughout the entire classroom.
I was in like year 1, first grade, and I was
Oh, I thought you
sitting.
said
First grade.
you won. I was like, what country
Somebody
is
tied
that?
to
Oh.
an ant pile.
I was sitting at the back of the classroom. We were like sitting on the floor. Or I was right at the back, and
Ainsley's munching down
the
on
loudest
those.
fart ever. Like it was so bad. It was so loud, and everyone just like turned around to look at me, and then I looked behind me, and no one else was there. So everyone.
Look at a wall. Like you like turn around and there's like just a wall
No,
right
there was
there.
like a door right behind me.
I have a story to tell, but it doesn't involve a fart. This girl, I kid you not, she whips out her grippers, no socks, no nothing, takes her shoes off, puts them right next to her, puts the puppies up on the table, starts wiggling them around on the metal table. When I tell you, I peed myself. How hard I was
Sophia.
laughing. I peed myself. I cannot contain myself.
So this is when I was in high school and I was performing on the risers, and I was in high school and I literally tumbled down the stairs in front of everyone.
I fell right while running on the stage. I looked at that before with Gwen.
Missed your cue.
Y'all
What?
just don't see the.
If you put it down, I will pick it up.
Oh, Cara, you fit it so
I don't know
perfectly
why you
because you're
do
just a
that
cute
so
little
well.
Australian.
What, this?
No, like the whole thing. It
Oh,
was just perfect.
it's me, guys. I'm the
Yes,
hands.
okay, now I can't see you.
Turn my lights on, my dad will get mad. He'll get angry.
Okay, finish your story and let's move on to the next.
I was talking to a guy online that went to my school, and it just so happens that he has a twin brother and they look exactly alike. And I had gotten the courage to admit my feelings, but it turns out that I told his brother. Ooh,
That's
I don't know how that
so
turned
Kristen
out.
Matcore. Don't worry, I'm not flirting with you.
You're
I'm
not mad.
kidding. You're not Matt. Trying to blow it off.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Boom.
Ooh, we're back, guys. We're back.
Damn.
I was walking from after school to my local track for practice and fell face first, crossing the street in front of my whole track team in cars. To get up from the ground, I threw myself into a backward somersault. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. I almost broke my nose too.
Dang.
Wow.
Went
That's
through
not
all
bad.
that pain. Backward somersault's crazy though. Crossing
Oh my
the
gosh,
street.
I was little. I once so before I was homeschooled, I went to a private school, and they had like this walkway, but it had like a little roof over it only, but it wasn't inside, right? And like
Mm-hmm.
the side of that walkway was like a path that led out to like this little garden, and it had like stone steps. And it kind of just went like this, and then it made a circle, and then it went back, right? And every day before school, me and my siblings would like jump on the
What
little.
was that noise?
What?
You just had like a free
Your volume just
Ainsley,
went
it
like,
go on up in your
It like went
house.
like all like really like deep or something, and it was like staticky or like I don't know what it was, but all of us had fear in our eyes.
I love how we like looked at each other like we both knew.
Yeah, I looked directly at Cara. I was like,
I was hopping on the stones one day, and I tripped, and I smashed my face on a stone, and just smashed my chin, and then I had like a big old like
Ooh.
thing
One
there.
time I passed on a skateboard and sprained my wrist.
when I was a kid, I would ride my pretend horse all around school. This reminds me of a story. When I was in 5th grade, there's like those groups of like, you know, people like 5th grade was where everyone was like, oh, I'm grown up now. Like we have our own groups. Like this is the popular kids, the nerds, the weirdos or whatever. And these 2 girls were galloping. One of them galloped towards me and I go, what are you doing? And they go, what do you mean? We're riding our horse. My horse's name is Shadow and hers is named Ghost. And I go, I'm good. I'm good, actually. Fear in your eyes. Oh my god! And then it neighed at me.
I was
Well,
muted.
she neighed at me, but
I said you can go ride your horse into the sunset, and then it gave me a notification that I was on mute. So,
Ainsley, you want to read
get
the next one?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good
Wow,
one.
let's go.
These are boring.
Did you find a good one?
Oh my gosh, this one's bad.
Yay, read it.
Okay, we were at this pool party for our friend, and there was her cousin, and my best friend found him attractive. And when we were playing Truth or Dare, she had to slide face down for her dare, and she was wearing a small bikini, and it slipped out in front of her crush.
And like,
I feel so bad.
that's terrible though. You're just a more secure bikini girl. Our slide, whatever, it's like super fast. And even if you go on your butt, you're sliding down. But my grandma
Wow,
went
really?
on her.
That's what you get for telling me I look like that sea creature.
What?
The look
You
we all
told me I look like a sea
so
creature.
like
You told me I look like a sea creature. You told me I look like a sea
You
creature.
look like a sea anemone.
What is that?
Anyways,
I don't think that has a
search
face.
it up. It doesn't. My grandma yesterday,
Ainsley.
I convinced my grandma to go down the slide. Mind you, she's 60, she's like 64 or whatever. She's very active being a grandma. And as she went on the slide, she went too fast, where she got like whipped and she hit the back of her head on the base, like on like where like the slide like ends and like you know like the water's right here and the slide ends.
Can I laugh?
She's fine.
I was going down the slide. So I was 7 years old, right? and I didn't know how to swim. I still don't know how to swim. Like I suck at it. But I was going down this slide and I didn't know that it led to like the deep, deep end. So like I went down and then I started drowning, right? And then my big brother comes to save me out and I crawl on top of his head and I like start like pushing his head out of the water so that he's drowning. And then my mom jumped in and had to save both of us.
Oh, how cute.
It was either my 5th or 6th birthday party. It was a Sophia the first thing birthday party. I remember it vividly. It was at my pool house. So, mind you, I couldn't swim.
I couldn't swim.
I jumped in the deep end without my floaties on and I drowned and nobody knew. And then my dad was like looking for the people in the pool. He was like, where's Sophia? And he sees me and he jumps in and saves me. But I ended up learning how to swim because my granny, who was buying me the Let's Trip merch, let's put that out there. She threw me into the deep end of the pool, and that's how I learned how to swim because I had to suck it up. Like she just threw me in, and like I just ended up learning how to
You
swim.
won the Let's Trip merch, so you learned how to swim?
No, I said
Wait,
the
I
one
didn't
who's
hear you.
buying me. I said the granny who's
Oh, the
buying
one
me
who
the Let's
bought
Trip.
you. Okay.
The next one is
Wait.
super long. I'm just gonna read over it first before.
Licking the camera is crazy. You know those people that go like this?
I do that.
Oh,
Oh my god, was that your blending paper?
Not a good idea. The longest
Blend-
story isn't even that good.
Toilet paper.
Sorry to whoever wrote that, but you didn't need that long to say you tripped.
oh.
This whole thing to say she tripped over and had to use an ice pack.
Bro gave you the
thought she went through
details.
birth. Oh my god.
I read this one. Okay, so once I was in like 2nd grade and we were going on a field trip. I was assigned to go with these.
Sorry.
Shut
I
up.
was assigned, I was assigned to go with these 3 girls and I fell asleep. After we got to our field trip destination, they were all laughing and I asked them why. They told me that I kept farting in my sleep, and to this day I still don't know if it's true or not.
Bro.
Imagine they have a sleepover and then they just start farting.
The one after that, I'm not reading it. But
Most embarrassing moment, there's 2. Is when first I had my period and I was mad, so I was upside down, and my friend said, you have some stuff on your pants. And then
Upside
second,
down, like really casually. I was just upside down.
you were upside down like on the monkey bars, or
Or like a
second, I had my
handstand.
period and this guy in my class was making me laugh. So I was what's going on with like not standing up? So I was laying down and then I put my legs up straight in the air. And then he saw and said, "Did you poop yourself?" And I said, "No." And then my crush comes over and he was still talking about it. And my crush comes over and says, "Ew." Lesson learned, girls stand up straight, because upside down
Yeah,
and
why are you
laying
upside
are
down
not
in
doing
2
anything.
situations?
Yeah, this
There's
is in
no way
class.
you
She's doing a
your
candlestick
legs
in the
up in
back of the
air.
classroom.
All of them?
Oh, wait, guys. Major story.
Ooh.
I burned my finger eating an Uncrustable and I had to ice the rest of the day.
oh, yeah,
Story time. Apparently, I thought that if I put my waffles on a glass plate in the microwave for 14 minutes, it'd be fine. And I took it out because I saw the microwave smoke and I'm like, holy cow, these are burnt to a crisp. So I'm like, hold up, this is probably really hot. So you know what I do? I grab like the oven mitts, take it out, put it on my leg, and I'm like, oh shoot, I just messed up. I take it off my leg. 2 hours later, my leg is blistering and bleeding.
my sister wanted a baked potato, so she went to put the baked potato in the microwave, but she put it on a plastic plate. And yeah, Sophia said that the same thing happened to her, but the whole house smelled like fish for the rest of the day.
Fish. Oh, the plastic plate. My dad and my brother were gone, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna bake a cake. And I put a metal fork in the microwave. That was my first mistake. And I'm like, I'm starting to go, and I hear this like clicking noise. Like I was like, oh shoot, that's the fork. So and then I took the thing out, and I'm like, oh my god, the microwave's about to explode. I literally hear it ticking. Shoot, the house is about to blow up. I'm literally about to, like I was like crying. I was like, I didn't know what to do. And then I like call my dad, like panicking, and he's like 20 minutes away, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna explode in this house. This is the last I'm ever seeing it. Turns out, when I leaned to get the fork and the plate out of the microwave, I clicked the stove ignite button. Like I turned it a little bit with my like stomach,
Oh,
and it was that. So basically, we had like just like gasoline running in the house.
That's
But
so
anyways,
dangerous.
one time I was trying to make like chips, fries, whatever. So I got a pot and I poured like a bunch of olive oil in. Um, and then I put it like on the stove to, heat up. And then it started like boiling, and I was like, okay, good, they're ready for the potatoes. And then it started smoking, and then like this terrible smell was coming from it. Like it smelled so
do
bad.
you burn the oil?
Yeah, I burnt it. And like it was like the whole house was full of smoke and this stench. And I was like, I couldn't breathe. So my mum like ran it outside, and then it caught on fire. Like it caught on fire. So she got the fire extinguisher and she like had to blow it out.
Oh,
It was like
Ainsley's about to
she's about to.
catch some Z.
Those Z's are forming above her head.
it was 2 days after my birthday, and every year for my birthday I have chicken parmesan. It's my favorite dish ever. I see the leftover chicken parmesan, I heat it up, but I did not have a pan, so I grabbed a pot instead. Now this is like an oil frying pot. Like
Cara.
put like oil in it and you deep fry fries in it. It's not like so I grabbed like a little like
So cartoon core.
pot.
The
I
anticipation
put-
I'm about
is
I'm about to
killing me.
roll off the cliff and hang in midair until I look down.
I put the pieces of chicken in, and after like 9 minutes, it's done. Oh, how ironic! 9 minutes on the 9th of September. That was so cute. So
So angel
take
number
it-
core.
I take
Was
it
it
out,
9
and
p.m.?
after I'm plating my chicken, I'm like, let's be nice. I'm gonna clean up after myself. You know what I didn't do? I did not grab the oven mitt. I grabbed the handle, and it was like 400 degrees. And I got a blister on my hand.
That was the
Stop.
longest short story I've ever heard.
You could have just said you grabbed a hot pot with your hand. Like
I had to
That is so the person writing that long thing for just saying they tripped and fell.
I was hungry, so I wanted a chicken parmesan. So I needed to heat it up.
Not dissing anyone though.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to say a
So-
really quick story before Ainsley falls asleep. So, we were roasting toasting marshmallows indoors, in like a little fireplace.
Okay, I don't care. Go.
Anyway, so we were roasting and toasting them, and mine caught on fire. And like the stick started
Why are
catching
you
fire.
giggling?
So I was like, oh crap. And then the
Giggle
stick
McGee.
broke off. Like the stick broke off and the flaming hot marshmallow landed on my hand. And then I flicked it off onto my friend's hand, and then we were like
Oh,
blisters all over her hand.
Matt,
Anyway,
Matt and Nick.
so like I said,
Nicholas
Peace
4.
out.
Peace. Thanks for watching.
boom,
Make sure you
That's
subscribe
so the
and
triplets
follow
for
all our
TikTok
socials
4.
in the description box below. And check out their YouTube channels. Subscribe.